That movie.
So this morning, Pyro and I got to go see a press screening of the Croods, and
we got there. We're like, do we really want to see this movie? I don't have high hopes for it. And we just like, we were walking.
Here's why. It's DreamWorks' 20th Century Fox. DreamWorks has definitely gone downhill since it first started, and 20th Century Fox is nothing but Ice Age. And both of those movies just leave. I mean, the Shrekified DreamWorks sucks. The Ice Age 20th Century Fox sucks. Those two franchises leave such a sour taste in my mouth. We wanted to walk away. But I was like, no, we're here. We might as well go. So
it might be good. Let's go back in.
With zero expectations. Mark that down. Zero expectations.
They might have actually been in a negative.
Yeah, we were really going to walk away from this, how bad it was. But then we sat down and the movie started. And you know what? It was actually pretty good.
Surprisingly good. It was kind of funny.
It was funny. It wasn't pop culture. It was like it heralded back to the original DreamWorks when they did Prince of Egypt and Road to El Dorado, and they had fun with their movies. And
there were no pop culture references inside of them.
No pop culture references. It was, the animation was beautiful. You know, having a background in animation, I look for those things.
It had some fun designs in it, too.
Yeah, it was very imaginative, and the storyboarding, especially in the first part, because the whole idea is that it's this caveman family, they think they're the last ones, and the dad's a little overprotective, and so they live in a cave all the time, and they run out to get food and run back in. Well, the first time they run out to get food that you see, it's freaking hilarious because you get the entire family dynamic in like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
No explanation, just visually watching it, and the storyboarding for it was brilliant. And the voice cast, as much as I hate Nicolas Cage, it fit. It was him as the dad. It just fit.
Nicolas Cage has weird roles where he just fits like Lord of War and Kick-Ass.
Yeah, those are like the only two roles, and maybe National Treasure. But he fit in this role, and everyone the whole movie just kind of clicked. And we were supposed to see it in 3D, and we're going to say this now. We don't think we watched it in 3D, but if it was in 3D, it's probably the worst 3D movie you'll ever watch because there's no 3D aspect to it. Like, I think he even took his glasses off.
I took my glasses off through the thing, and I was like,
yeah.
It's not 3D.
But in 3D, I bet you it is beautiful because the sets are epic. Like, they are larger than life, and they're colorful, and they're luscious. And
they do a good job of showing off all the environments, too.
They did. The environmental work alone was also worth the price of admission because they had these weird-ass creatures, like the owl cat. I think that's the best thing. It was like an
the
owl
alligator
and a
dog?
cat. The alligator dog. They like mixed
and
creatures.
And the weird dual tails attached
like
lemurs things?
It was like a Siamese. It was weird, but it was fun. And we just really got sucked into it and just had the best time, expecting nothing. So imagine our complete surprise. And the theater was full of families, and the adults were laughing along with the kids. So, you know, it wasn't one of those, we're going to talk down to you because this is for babies like Teletubbies. No, it was it had an epic sense to it, and I really enjoyed it. And it was the subtle things, like the fact that the cavemen started out very monkey-ish, but as they were learning, they stopped being monkey-ish by the end of the movie. And it's one of those things that, you know, it just kind of clicks when you watch it because you're so used to them being all crazy, and then they kind of evolve into something better.
They had really good pacing.
It was just good. And it's been so long since I could say that about a DreamWorks cartoon movie.
I know, right?
You know.
I can't remember what the last good one was.
The last good one was probably Ants, I'd have to say. Because, you know, I liked Shrek, but that kept going. And Shark Tale was just Shark Tale.
We're taking that off the table.
Yeah, you know, and then you get 20th Century who does the Ice Age. That seems to be all that they have. What are we up to, like Ice Age 9? It's as bad as The Land Before Time, people.
The Land Before Time, the time had to end eventually.
It did have to end eventually, so
I would say the word meteor comes in.
You really got to go watch this movie because it's good. I would definitely give this a 5 out of 5 stars. What about you?
4.5, 5 out of 5.
Yeah, 4.5 out of, I mean,
It wasn't 3D.
If it would have been a 3D, we would have definitely probably bumped it up higher, but it was good. And for those of you who love animation, you love the classic animation where they told good stories with good visuals, and it wasn't, hey, let's sing a pop culture reference song.
Or, hey, look at this creature. It looks awfully familiar to something that's popular right now.
Like a Pokemon. So if you like, you know, How to Train Your Dragon, which was their last good movie, you'll definitely like The Croods. So go watch it. It comes out this weekend. It's worth your money.
Yeah.
Worth your money.